I think something's very strange. I talked earlier about the Mini-ITX, and Tim also mentioned it in his opening remarks. When we came up with the Mini-ITX around 7 years ago, we defined it as an open industry standard. We always believed that in the long term it would become the mainstream form factor for low power mini PCs. And we saw those devices coming. So we saw it first of all as an open industry standard. Any CPU vendor can adopt it, any motherboard, etc., etc. And that's a huge achievement. Before, there was only one other company that was able to adopt industry-wide standards on the motherboard level, and that was Intel. VIA, we've done this. Second, as you've seen, it's been adopted very widely, and it's increasingly popular. There's been a lot of innovation in terms of improving the features, enhancing the integration, reducing the power, etc., done by VIA, but also by other customers. And it's been able to address multiple market segments. You have embedded, you have mini PCs, you have a whole variety of different applications, and growing market momentum. And now we have another company that's come along and said, oh, the Mini-ITX, yes, we believe it's going to be mainstream, we believe it's going to be the biggest, it's going to take over from the Micro-ITX, but we're going to put a lock on it. And what we're going to do with the Mini-ITX platform is put restrictions. We're going to say, sorry guys, no expandability. You put the features on that we decide that you're going to carry. Performance, yes, you can have a certain amount of performance that we define, but you can't go beyond that. Innovation, again, you can't expand it. We decide what direction the platform is going. And finally, market segmentation. Sorry, this market is only defined for low-cost PCs for emerging markets. Now, I actually take this quite personally. I think VIA, we invented the Mini-ITX, we developed it, we created an open industry standard, and now you have another company coming along and saying, close it. I quite enjoyed that actually. So what we're announcing today is our Mini-ITX 2.0 standard. I think the time has come, we've been looking at this for a while anyway, is that we're rolling out our new CPU. At the same time, we're also seeing increasing performance requirements, increasing expandability requirements in the mini PC segment. So today our key announcement is Mini-ITX 2.0, the next generation mini PC platform. And here I have one. So, what is the Mini-ITX 2.0? Is that first of all we maintain the same footprint, 17 by 17. A lot of feature integration is going on there. We've done a lot of work with our chipsets for getting things like WMV9, these kind of DX9, these kind of features into it. Continued levels of low power consumption. When you look at the nano numbers, you'll see they're very similar to the ones with the VST7. And then balanced multimedia and computing performance. Obviously with the CPU, we're the ones who control the computing performance. When it comes to better graphics, we're very pleased to be working with NVIDIA on that side, and I will be talking much more about that in a moment. And finally, easy expandability for immersive visual computing environments. Even with mini PC form factors, people are going to demand, people are going to require the ability to play DX10 games. They're also going to want very immersive media capabilities such as Blu-ray playback. And these capabilities will be enabled on this platform. Very key is that this is a natural evolution of the standard. There are no artificial restrictions on features, there's no artificial restrictions on performance. There's a freedom of choice for graphics and operating systems. That's decided by the system vendor, that's decided by the consumer. And finally, it also leverages the Mini-ITX chassis and peripherals infrastructure that we've been building up over the years. Lots and lots of good-looking small PC systems. So this gives you a brief overview of the specs that we've defined for it. Basically a high-performance, low-power x86 processor, the VIA Nano, in some cases the VST7, and if other companies want to adopt this form factor, we're absolutely fine with that. Second is support for 2 GB of memory. On the board, DirectX 9 graphics, but obviously the expandability there is key. And then I think you can see the other features. I say the key thing is we're bringing all the features you'll see in a mainstream PC down into this form factor. So here's the choice. You've got the Mini-ITX 2.0, or you've got an alternative Mini-ITX platform that's being promoted onto the market. Now, choice of x86 processor, a PCI Express slot, DX10 graphics, choice of graphics card, Blu-ray support, Windows Vista Premium support. Who offers that and who doesn't? I think it's very clear which form factor will win in the market, which specification will be the winner in the market. I think the key force that will be driving this is the partnership that we're building with NVIDIA. On the one hand, we have VIA, world leader in high performance, power efficient x86 processor platform. On the other hand, we're delighted to have NVIDIA, the world leader in visual computing technologies, working together with us. So just to conclude, we pioneered innovation in the low power x86 space. We're very pleased that other people in the industry are coming and entering that space because we believe it will expand the size of the market. We also believe we have a responsibility in environmental terms to ensure low power computing. Second, although we've announced the VIA Nano processor, C7 still has a huge amount of life in it. In fact, in the last few months, ever since we started talking about VIA, the momentum behind that part has grown quite considerably. Third is what it does, what the Nano does, it extends our leadership with ultra-modern functionality, great performance per watt, and it's fully compatible with the C7 from a pin-to-pin perspective, so existing motherboards and systems can be upgraded. And it opens up a lot of exciting new opportunities for us in optimized desktop, notebook and mini notes. And finally, Mini-ITX 2.0 that we've announced today. What it does, we're not just talking about CPU, we're talking about a full, complete platform. And we're talking about a platform that is not rigid, it's very flexible, and it's very scalable. And we believe this will really enable us to build up a very strong leadership position in the mini PC market. So, my rant is over, and I'd like to thank everyone for your attention.